and there is conflicting reporting about whether President Trump's January 6 pardons that he issued on day one of the second term could apply to this guy somehow. People are saying that, like, if his defense team decides to argue that these pardons apply to him, he could potentially get off the hook, because it's like, hey, you can't charge him for any of these crimes. He's already been not exonerated, pardoned.
Pardoned.
What do you think about that?
Well, if that's true, then this Justice Department will find a way to charge him with something else. Because they will not let this guy get away with it, is the point. And that's the difference between this administration and the prior administration. Because, yes, pardons are absolute, but unlike Biden that says for everything that will be ever done and isn't, that was specific by President Trump. You are absolutely right, Greg, because
thank you.
Remember Dylan Roof's photo was all day, every day on CNN, and rightly so, because he's a horrible monster, even though it should have been the victims' faces that were on CNN all day, every day. This one, not at all. You are right that it was a complete assumption that they ran with. And then to their horror, it's not that they were wrong, that they got a fact wrong. It's that their assumption was wrong, that it didn't fit neatly in their box. The entire time that Biden was in office, remember the top stated priority of the FBI, of the Biden White House, which was the national security threat, the number one national security threat, was domestic violence extremism. Remember that? Especially after January 6th. They even created the first ever national strategy for countering domestic terrorism. It became the centerpiece of Biden's DOJ messaging, was all about their homegrown terrorism, the domestic terrorism that was occurring on their soil. And the January 6th investigation is the largest in FBI history, the most sweeping and complex FBI investigation ever undertaken, said right from the podium of the White House. And the officials praised the FBI for unprecedented investigative work, protecting democracy, and it was one of their most talked about achievements of the Biden DOJ. But what happened? As the Attorney General said, this Attorney General, all they did was spend 4 years collecting dust. And the FBI Director, Kash Patel, there was zero production of new evidence. So the whole time, the Biden administration was patting themselves on the back and telling us that they had it, this was the number one threat, and to trust them, they would be thorough and complete. And yet they missed the biggest, potentially simplest. Yes, Whitey Bulger took a while. Yes, certain people take a while, but this one shouldn't have. That's the point. It took a while because of incompetence or laziness or not fitting the narrative, not because of lack of resources. As we said, it was the biggest undertaking in FBI history.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.